wow, that felt like one big struggle. There was a lot of battling then. There's a slight difference between the feeling of sitting and listening to yourself. Oh, here she is. Hello.
Hi, sorry.
That's all right.
Do you want me to?
No, you're fine. There's a slight difference between when you're just sat and listening with your eyes closed, and then when you're sat with your eyes closed, but you can, like, if you have your head resting against a pillow or something, you just like fall asleep. And I felt then that I was just like maybe drifted in and out of sleep. And there was a voice that said nothing's happening and it's not working, and that was that. I thought that for a while, and then realised that I was fighting something and let go of. Oh, I just feel quite. I don't feel this, but the patterns feel quite irritated with how that felt. But it's all part of the water draining out of the car. Yeah. I think underneath that, what started to be said was, I don't know what I'm doing and I'm scared, which feels more like true. Or maybe that was what was underneath of it's not working, you know? Because what does that mean? It's not working. I feel like my ego is really vague. Like if it says I'm not good enough, like meditation is almost like just investigating what does that mean, and when am I good enough, and what would I have to do to be good enough? And I noticed that there's never really any answer to that question. It's just like, well, you're not good enough. But like, why? Because you're shit. Why am I shit? Because other people are better. You know what I mean? And it's just really vague. And yeah. But then I'm not even the one doing the investigating. I'm just like, it's just mental to me that I can sit, do nothing, and all that happens. Like, it's a fucking whirlwind of stuff that just happens to me. And I know that all of those feelings were in me. How could they not have been? They didn't just appear out of thin air. I mean, they do, but they're coming from inside me. And they've always been in me. And whether or not my ego thinks that it's nice or that progress has been made, you know, because I could meditate and go, that was brilliant, lots of progress has just been made, I've really felt a shift or a breakthrough, you know, but then that's a breakthrough that my ego can perceive. Maybe what's just happened is that growth has happened in a way that my ego can't understand because it's never seen that level of growth. Maybe it was just shit. Maybe, I don't know. But I experience much more peace when I accept that I have no idea what I'm doing. Because my life so far, you know, except when I was genuinely a little kid and I didn't have any, you know, of these suits that I have developed and worn, but most of my life has been lived as a little kid wearing a bunch of, you wear like your parents' clothes, you know, when you're a little kid and you wear like all your dad's jackets and stuff, and you sit on your brother's shoulders and you wear a trench coat. That's what my life has been most of my life. Being a little kid trying to run the show and trying to do adult things, and so of course I've been terrified of big groups of people come to the bar and ask it, like, you know, of course I've had social anxiety and insecurities, you know. I've been a child trying to survive an adult world that's really scary, and the only way to not be that anymore is to sit with that child for a long time, and he's never had that. He's never had anyone just sit with him, you know. And yeah, it's not this 2 hours a day thing, it's not pink and fluffy. Like, it's quite painful actually, but it's pain that I'm feeling consciously, and I'm choosing to feel, so that I don't have to suffer, because I don't want to suffer, but I know that there's a lot of pain in my body, and suffering is what would happen if I didn't feel any of the pain and I just let it just be running the show, and like a low level of pain, that wasn't felt. But I wanna look at this pain. I wanna feel this pain, which is painful to do that. But it's not. It's not very. On one level, it's so peaceful and it's really easy to do 2 hours with the eyes closed. Like, it's easy as fuck. I just started the timer, and then that's it. 2 hours later, it just goes. It just does. But then it is painful, but long term, it's much less painful than watching a film and ignoring what's inside. Isn't that right, Tia?
Sorry, so quiet.
That's alright. Hi.
Aren't you brilliant?
This is Tia.
Hello.
No one's going to watch this. But that's okay.
Future Tia.
Hello, all my fans.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, I've got to go to work and do kitchen training. Okay, bye. Say bye, Tia. Bye. Love you. Bye. See you tomorrow.